Hey, Charles Onyett here from IGN, and I'm going to take a look at the Inferno map from Counter-Strike, look at it through 1.6 through source and the global offensive beta that's currently ongoing in closed testing. So this is just the terrorist spawn. You can see there are two methods of exit here. That's the long way that I was just at. This is the shorter way, which lead to kind of the central combat area. You'll see counter-terrorists emerge there. They'll take up spots in that balcony up there with sniper rifles. And if I head over here to the left, they will emerge over here. And that can actually be covered by this sniper nest that's sitting up here. This is actually different in all versions, the sniper nest area, in that it's taken out in later ones. But in this one, it sits up here. You can cover that hallway, and you may think you're sort of hidden, but considering everybody knows that's there, people are going to check that every time they come around the corner. There's also this underground tunnel here that you have to duck to get through, so you move really slowly. So if somebody is flying around the corner as a CT, they're going to check that and shoot, and you're kind of screwed if you get stuck in there. But if you do manage to go through there, it's a nice way to get from that hallway to this one, and you can possibly surprise someone. So I'm going to head over towards bomb site A right now. As usual in defusal maps, there's bomb site A, bomb site B. Bomb site A is most easily accessible for terrorists through this banana hallway here. You have a few boxes for cover, a little bit of an indent here for additional cover, but overall pretty straightforward. Not that much in the way of cover, pretty open firefights, which leads over to the actual bomb site, plant zone back there. And this whole section is littered with cover spots, so you have to be really careful whether you're attacking, whether you're defending in here, because people could really be hiding anywhere. You have multiple points of entry there, and over here. This little hallway that kind of wraps around to the back, so you have to be really careful in this section. This map is pretty intricate, so map knowledge here I think counts for more than in something like, say, Dust 1, just because you have to be so aware of the environment. This is around the CT spawn. You've got this ramp there that actually disappears in later versions. And again, I'm moving toward bomb site B as well. There are multiple points of entry. There's this door that wraps around, this main arch that leads out into the main sort of square. Just for point of reference, that is the sniper nest I was hanging out in earlier. So this heads around to the actual plant zone, which is here. There's where that door exits into. A little point of note that's actually taken out of later versions of this map is this little underground area under this bridge that you can jump out of, but you can also hide under there in this version of the map, hide in this backyard area, or hop up here onto this set of boxes to get an overview of the zone, the plant zone, so you can head back here, hide from people if you're trying to protect a bomb or you're trying to assault. But another section of this map I haven't really shown yet is the entire indoor section. So this pretty much lines the entirety of the map from T-spawn to that bomb site over there. This is the sniper nest, the balcony area for counter-terrorists. It's only accessible through this little vent, so people are going to know that you're there when that happens. This just goes back down into the main entryway there. But if I were to continue through this hallway, here we go. It goes down into the middle section. That's open, so you have to be careful of that doorway there. And this also heads up to a bridge area, which has more of an overview of the map. It's pretty open in this case. So you get the view up to the balcony, you get the view down here. Same thing with this deck over here. But obviously the downside of this, if you're not a really good shot, you're really exposed here. So any CTs that come out, they're going to know somebody's up here. They're going to be looking up here. So you don't want to spend too much time up there, otherwise you're probably going to get shot right in the face. And then this just heads down right towards the T-spawn again. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up source and show off how much this map has changed from 1.6. Okay, so here we are in source. I'm about to spawn as a terrorist again, Phoenix connection, and head over to the exits. There are again two exits. There's the far one that's labeled B, there's the close one that's labeled A. One of the big differences here is, and I'll check out the bridge first, this stairwell has been altered. It no longer raises this way with an open overhead. It is more protected, so somebody can't hang over the top and try to shoot you while you climb the stairs. There's more of a hiding space here. You see this kitchen area that wasn't there before, so if somebody's trying to be an extremely annoying camper, they can hide in here and wait for people to run by. Of course, your chances of actually seeing someone maybe not as high as if you were out here on the deck, which looks a lot fancier. or out on the bridge, if I could stop being stuck on that door for a second, which again overlooks this main pathway here, as well as the balcony that CTs will still get up there to snipe from. So I'll head back downstairs and take 6 damage. Again, no regenerating health in Counter-Strike. I'm not getting that back. You'll notice the sniper nest completely gone. This is now open, but the difference is it's been replaced with this ground level window, which can be busted. And so if you're a terrorist, and actually I'll just approach this from the other side. It's a little easier to see that way. If I head in here, I can just follow this hallway down to this section and look out this window and shoot CTs that happen to poke around that corner. So that's a good option. You can also go out this window. It is possible. There we go. And so you still have this underground hallway here that connects this pathway with that one. Same deal, you have to duck to get in there. And I'm going to head over to the banana hallway toward bomb site A, and here you'll see a much bigger indentation here to take cover behind. Log stack, same deal as boxes, just a little bit of cover there. Main difference is this pillared hallway here that now in this car, that although that also just sort of replaces boxes. But yeah, so there's a lot more complexity to this, a lot more ways to hide as CTs and terrorists battle over this hallway. Moving towards the bomb site, which has been massively upgraded with an awesome fountain with fish in it. Yes, fish. Makes a huge difference. Anyway, still a lot of cover areas in here, a lot of points of access. Not an easy area to lock down, especially if you're by yourself. But the same basic routes through here. A difference in this section is that this whole area has been redone. There's no more little ramp down there. You have multiple exit points. You can go through the back way here, or you can go around the other way that leads to essentially the same door, the same arch that lead out toward bomb site B, which is over here. You'll notice the ramp that had the little underground passage with the cover on the sides is no longer here. That has been taken out entirely. Here's the bomb site, and you also get this little passageway has been opened up where you can sit up here and shoot people through the fence. So somebody defending or trying to protect the area is going to have a little bit of an easier time. You still got a little bit of a backyard zone here as well to hide in. And you also have a truck. So instead of boxes, you have a truck, but you can do the same thing. You can still jump up to this balcony. Same cover deal here. But moving over into the apartment, this part has been changed quite a bit. So if you're a terrorist assaulting or trying to shoot at a CT who's sitting in this balcony picking people off, oh my god, source, you can shoot through this wood and get a few free shots off if he's distracted by his scope, which is of course pretty much all you need in Counter-Strike to score a kill. There's also this gate here. This is an access point that was not even in the 1.6 version, which just opens up as soon as you go near it, and then you can access this balcony area through a door. And this just goes right back down to here. And also there's this closet sitting in there. If somebody wants to be a real jerk and hide in here, they can do that. So that's a basic overview of what changed in Source. You can see mostly the same layout, but a lot of the cover positions have been switched around. So now I'm going to load up the Global Offensive Closed Beta to show you how it's changed even more. All right, so you're now looking at Inferno in the Counter-Strike Global Offensive Beta. Obviously looks a lot nicer. Pretty big visual upgrade over past Counter-Strikes. One thing of note, in the terrorist spawn, there is only this one exit. The other one is blocked off. You can't go long, so there's only the short path through to the bridge area. The section itself is pretty much unchanged. I mean, you have the balcony at the end there, this long hallway, you'll see CTs pop up over there. There's still the underground pathway that's up here, and if you go under there, same deal, connects the hallways, crouch is necessary to get through, so you do have to proceed slowly. You'll see some changes up here on the left. You'll notice, once again, no sniper nest sitting up here like there was in 1.6. Also, no room behind this window. You can't break that and get in there. There's actually no room there whatsoever. So it just moves the fight out into the streets. You don't have as much protection in those areas. Along this hallway leading to what's now bomb site B, there is still the same deal here. You have this little indent, the wooden logs here. You have the same pillars lining the hallway that there were in Source, but you now have sort of a roadblock at the end of this. It's bricked off. So if you're popping around the corner as a terrorist, you can't shoot clear all the way through, and same deal with CTs, so it just moves the fight more into the side here and doesn't allow for the longer range battles through because this brick wall is now there. Moving around to the bomb site, you see the fountain is still here, the fish are still here. I don't think I can stab them. I haven't actually tried that yet. It doesn't look like you can, although they are kind of scared. They don't appear to be affected by the bullets. Impervious fish, if only the body armor I had was that good. Anyway, so there's still a lot of cover spots around this area. If you head over this way, you'll notice it's still a alternate, it's a lot fancier, but it's still an alternate path over to here. So you have the main areas of access to the bomb site, not an easy place to defend. This area is similar to Source in that you have this path of progress, as well as over here. This is around the CT spawn that leads over to A, so there's that door that leads to A. There's the main arch that leads over to A. That's what I'm going to take. Still the same layout in this area, kind of a square section. That's where the door lets out. You still are missing this bridge that you could duck under. That's no longer here. And here's the actual plant site. You still have this little area that you can walk up to and shoot through the fence if you so desire. Backyard exists, same truck pretty much, so you can still hop up here and head up to the apartment balcony to overlook the bomb site. And through to the apartments, there's been a little bit of a change as well in that the gate has been taken out entirely, so you don't have that slight delay as you run through here. And same deal with these bars. You can knock them out with a few shots and get shots in on the counter-terrorist or whoever may be standing in this balcony trying to snipe people. So moving around to... I can't actually get through that way. This whole area is pretty much unchanged. You still have, I mean, it's not a door here anymore, but it's still, you still have shots off into the middle of the map if you want them. And then you can head over here to the bridge, which again is exposed. Don't want to spend a lot of time out here unless you're a really good shot, because people are going to be looking up here almost instantly. And yeah, you don't have this passageway over to that room anymore. It's blocked off. Same stairwell as Source. Same general makeup here. There's the kitchen if you want to be a real jerk and camp there while people walk by, and also the deck area, which looks very fancy. So that's an overlook of what is happening with the global offensive version of Inferno, and now I'm going to add some bots in so that we can actually see some things die. Okay, so I'm now in a bot game in Counter-Strike Go. I'm going to pick up an AK. If you've been watching Counter-Strike videos so far from Go, you'll see a slightly different interface there. Valve has updated the beta so it looks quite a bit nicer and has some additional content in it. I don't know where that guy's going, but I'm going to head towards B here, down this banana hallway. Have to be pretty careful around this corner because that's where CTs are usually hiding. This is bomb site B. It looks like the bomb is actually back towards A, so I'm going to circle around that way. Of course, I'm walking to prevent noise and such, and it looks like there's a guy right there, and we won. I got a headshot, actually. But yeah, slightly different interface, which is a nicer look. And here we'll see the round begin from the start. I can see if I can actually pick up a shotgun here. This was also recently added to the beta. We'll see how I do with it. I haven't had a lot of practice with it in Go, and it's been a while since I've used a shotgun in Counter-Strike, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to follow them directly down the center path here. This could be horrible. I'm going to hide behind this little piece of rock here. Oh, there we go. Got one of them. Obviously the shotgun, if you can land the shots properly, pretty effective. They're both over there, so... Oh, that was not a good idea. I'm going to see if I can take over another terrorist bot. I have the bomb, but no, that didn't work. So I'll take over this guy and see if I can make a difference here. I'm going to swing around behind bomb site A. They're over there, in case you are not familiar with the layout of this map. But the problem is the bomb is over there, so they're probably waiting for me. It's over to my left, so I'm going to see if I can get around the corner. Yeah, there's one of them. I don't know what he's going to do. There, I got one, but I believe there are two more, so that's bad. And I only have 5 health, and of course I don't have regenerating health in this game, so I have to be really careful. I haven't been able to get around to the actual bomb yet, and he killed me. I'm going to try one more round and see what happens. I'm going to pick up one of the new SMGs that's actually in the game. So here we go. Get this thing. Again, I haven't had much experiences with this, so I can't say exactly how it works yet in terms of its firing pattern or anything like that, but I'll give it a shot and see what happens. I'm going to head towards... No, I'm not going to head towards B. I'm going to follow my team. Usually not a good idea to go off solo unless you are really, really good, which I am not. So I'm not going to go too crazy here. I'll follow my bot buddies. And they seem to be going over toward B through the extremely long way to get there. This is absolutely not the best way to get over the site, but maybe we'll be able to flank the CT team and do some damage that way. I'm going to slow down a little bit as I round the corner. Looks like somebody's calling out over here, so maybe they've already rushed down this hallway. Looks like, yeah. That actually worked out pretty well. Let's see, it looks like... There we go. Done. Nailed it. I still don't think we've actually had a chance to plant the bomb yet, but that's okay. So that's a look at Global Offensive. This is currently in closed beta. It's also supposed to come out for Xbox 360 and PS3, although the beta is only running on PC right now. And for a lot more on Counter-Strike Go, as the beta continues and as Valve continues to add more content to it, you can check out IGN.com.